Good afternoon, friends. This afternoon, we're in Bexley at the new office location for College Liftoff, which has just had a name change, and I'd like to introduce you to Aaron Green.
Hi, everybody. Yes, we do have a new name, and it's this one. It's actually in the College Planning Experts. We opened up our Bexley office with this title. We'll be transforming everything over. We're in the midst of that from College Liftoff, which is how Brian got to know us and a lot of others. But it's a new upbrand. It's moving on to cooler and better things.
Awesome. Aaron, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So we do college planning. We work with families on getting ready for college, academically, financially, everything, from helping a student on the career development side, from figuring out what it is they want to do, what they want to study, which is honestly like 60-70% of the deal. Honestly, that is the work that we really spend the majority of our time doing. Working with a kid from mid-sophomore year, even starting with them into the junior year, all the way through the senior year to make sure everything is done. But it starts with that career development stuff. Then it's focusing on making sure we find the schools that academically do that best. Everybody has this definition of best when you're in college. Like Johnny's brother's uncle went so-and-so, so it's got to be good. But what measurable is that a good school? So that's where we want to take a real hard look at it and say, let's define best, let's define good, and let's define it by job placement rates coming out of specific programs, grad school placement rates. Let's look at actual tangible data to make sure the students are actually getting into and going to the schools that actually make sense based off of their academic interests and can do the job of placing them into the next level.
Excellent.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Then make sure the cost is right, make sure the fit's right, have a seamless choice. Actually, in the end, it's a lot like real estate.
Yeah. You treated our family very much as we do in real estate. We had a listing presentation with you all in the beginning, and we had it was over Zoom, which typically probably would have been in person at this beautiful office location. But during that first hour, Aaron spent a lot of time, sorry Alex, I'm looking at Alex, spent a lot of time telling us about the process and what colleges, talking about affordability for colleges, but then also spent a lot of that time before we had made an actual commitment, finding out what our son Ryan's interests were, and really helped guide him on some of the choices that he's making applications to now.
Yeah, that's right, because he's in his senior year. He's gotten into some of his favorite choices. I heard you guys have gotten a great scholarship package so far already. And that's the thing that makes this thing click, really. It's not just about finding a school you feel good about. It's not just even about finding a school that academically is strongest and best. You want to match that up with the money and all the other pieces that go along with this to make sure it's a good asset buy. And that's the distinguishing difference here, that this is just another asset buy, like buying a home, like planning for retirement. You're going out and you're looking for something that's going to be a benefit for the kids. We don't want them walking out with hundreds of thousands of dollars student loan debt, but that's the narrative we've got today, and we've got to get away from it. So it all starts, though, with that career development piece, and really working with students and figuring out what it is that they're really called to do. And that's the cool, fun work. All the other stuff, we do it every day, every day, all of it we do that. But at the same time, the thing that really drives it is when our students are working with their advisors for weeks and months on that part of it. This is Richard Albright. He is actually the client relationship manager for our for our Bexley office.
It's nice to meet everybody. Looking forward to getting introduced to the Bexley community. Thanks, Aaron.
No. So what we did here is we took career fields, and really there are only 5, interestingly, between technical, business, liberal art, health, education. Everything filters into those. And then take the student's interest, like yours, Brian, we took here, and just said, okay, architecture, homes, sketching, floor plans, blueprints, really having a personal appeal and working with people in that, finding things through real estate for that. You take that, you start combining it with these career fields, and then actually you start crossing some of these out. And you say, okay, like for you you're not technical, not in the health field, you're not education center. Great, no problem. You have more design traits that are actually more in this business creative territory.
Well, thank you for all you're doing for my child and all the other. We had more than 5 recommendations before we came to you from other people who were poking and prodding us to get in and meet with you, and it truly has been a great experience, and I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Every day we live and love to work with the families that we work with. Just honestly, in the same way you guys do as realtors. It's to us the most rewarding thing when they find that right place.
Yeah.